Hello everyone, welcome back to Base Damage. Hope you're all doing well. Typically I like to break this up into multiple videos, maybe doing 3 at a time, but we sadly have to cover all of these today because I just realized literally next weekend, as of the recording of this, next weekend we already have another regionals underway, getting ready to start the singles tournaments, not the teams tournaments. So we're just going to go ahead and blitz through all of the team tournaments today because I just haven't had a chance to go over every single one of them. Yeah, let's jump right into it. Everything's up here on Weiss Tea Time. They did make a note for the events below. The new ban list was in effect, which is where we stopped at before was the Netherlands. So we're going to hop right into Singapore. Now, the downside of this, which I will try to keep an eye on, is the fact of they don't have all the information still. But with the next section and big chunk of regionals right around the corner, I figure it's wise to just go ahead. Which, you know, like say up until Philadelphia, they're still missing some stuff. But they have more than enough to warrant talking about today. So let's take a look at each of these. So first off, we have Singapore, 12 teams. That's 36 players total. First place, we literally just have first, second, and third place. So this one will be pretty quick. First place, we have the typical Oblivionis, and we have Tomori double rare, which I need to double check and see which one that is. So I actually am going to pull that one up just because I'm not 100% certain. Bunny Girl Senpai with 8 Door, Nikkei with Modernia Biscuit. Now this one is interesting because like we stated just a moment ago, the ban list was in effect for this. So the Mai is restricted to 2 copies. So that's interesting. So I want to see what their like setup for their deck is and everything, and I realize my head is going to be covering up a little bit of stuff over here, so sorry about that. But moving on, second place we have Guilty Gear Strive. I was about to say Gun Gale and I'm like, that ain't right, that's GGO, not GGST. We have Mirrorverse, which is Disney, because we're in Singapore, it is completely and totally legal for this. Disney 8 choice. I have no clue what the hell this looks like. We might as well take a look. We have Quintuplets, Eatski, really nice. We have Pixar because Disney, Pixar, and Marvel would all be legal for Singapore. 8 Standby Pixar. You know what? Fuck it. I'm curious. Nikkei Modernia Biscuit and Dengeki, the Excel World Win and the Shakugan no Shana Door combos. So that is really cool there. Shout outs to the Dengeki player. I really do like that. All right, let's take a quick look and see. Okay, so it's this particular Tomori with Mayuta, and it is the climax combo. When Mayuta is played, if this card is in your center stage, search your deck for 2 music characters, reveal them, add them to your hand. It does have a separate effect altogether, which is like actual like damage and healing and stuff. During the turn this card is placed on stage from your hand. When this card attacks, you can pay 2 and reveal a character from your hand with the same card name as a character in your level. It's a different type of resonate and experience all wrapped into one, kind of funky. You get to choose one of the following effects and perform it. Put up to 2 cards from the top of your clock into waiting room, so heal 2 more, which is insane. Put the top 4 cards of your deck into your waiting room, deal 2 damage, X times to your opponent, X is to the number of climaxes amongst those cards. So a lot of little extra burn. So this is the particular Tomori they must be using for a lot of this, so really cool here. Just showing it off a little bit real quick. It's interesting how much there's just as much red in here, but I don't see like, that we do. I'm so used to Bunts for Luck having the other artwork, the what was her name, Saya or whatever, from like the first generation of Bang Dream. But this is the technically this is still considered Buns for Luck because they had to like errata the name, but it's You Can Do It bread. But like they legitimately like errata the name for it, so it's like whatever. Moving on, okay, so they did adhere to the rules. Only 2 copies of this particular level 3 Mai. I'm looking over to see what other stuff could have possibly been changed. Not like there's an off finisher, and I think this is literally Rem. If I'm reading this correctly, this is literally Rem from ReZero on a rare instead of a double rare. Okay, this is kind of funky. Okay. This could technically be considered an off finisher. This particular Notica says on play you can either heal 1 or your opponent puts the top 10 cards of their deck into their waiting room and this gets 3k power till end of turn. If you force them to take a refresh damage, does that count? Does that count as an off finisher? I don't know. No, it's just me being silly there. But Which, no, I guess that does work. I guess that's interesting because you force your opponent to refresh. And depending on, like, the climaxes you think get shuffled back in because of that, you could make this pop off more. Okay, so maybe there is a little bit of synergy with it. I don't know. Any particular experts on the Bunny Girl list with the now restriction in place, feel free to comment down below and explain what other stuff may have been changed. If other stuff's been changed for this, I really don't notice it. Whatever. You know what? Good luck to the Bunny Girl players. I'm not spending much time on this. This looks so weird. It's because they had to do, like, alternate outfit. Okay, Dory in the freaking, like, the mech is kind of funny. Not gonna lie. Yeah. Let's showcase the climax combos. Stellar Sorcerer Mickey Mouse. This is my first time, like, reading this card, like, seeing anything from Disney. Let's see. So if you have a copy of him in clock, you can early play. Placed on stage from hand or deck, choose a Cosmic Command in your waiting room, which is the climax combo. Search your deck for a Mirrorverse. That character gets plus. Oh, okay. You could summon more copies of himself, basically. Okay, interesting, I guess. But he comes out. You come out with, like, less soul overall. Whatever. Okay, just showing that really quickly, and then we are on to last minute swerve. There we go. We do have it. Say it with me. Ka-chow. Anyway, so I just think that's funny to have there. And it's Incredibles and it's the Incredibles Standby, Mr. Incredible, and I forget Brave. I couldn't think of the fucking name. So what is the climax combo for that? Search your deck for Mr. Incredible Dash and Jack Jack and summon it. Oh, so it's like summon another copy of itself? Okay, cool. I'm not staying on this but so long. Anyway, ka-chow. Congrats to everyone in Singapore. It is really cool. Moving on to Manchester in UK. So now that we got some of the newer shit out of the way, we can blitz through a lot of this a little bit more, unless I see something interesting. First place, we have Oblivionus and the Tamori double rare. Probably more than likely the same one we saw before. I say more than likely because there were several Tomori level 3s that got thrown in. I just can't remember how many of them were double rares or not, so that's just on me. Bunny Girl 8 door and Overlord Choice Bar. Second place, we have Lycris Recall with 8 door. They got a whole bunch of stuff for the premium booster. Really cool. Arifureta 2 soul and the bar combo. Bochi the Glock with door bar. Third place, we have Overlord door bar. Ruby with Jean and Ruby, the level 1 Jean and the level 3 Ruby's Awakening combo. Hololive, we have Watame Marin, Tale as Old as Time. Fourth place, we have Oblivionus and Dolores. Figured it was going to come back to. we're gonna see a lot of Bang Dream today. We have another Arifureta. 2 Arifuretas? Both 2 soul bar. You know, hold on. Just glancing. I don't see any others in here. I typically maybe see one of these like every other, or like every 2 or 3 like tournament reports. I don't know. So it's just kind of funny to see 2 of them in the same one. Really, yeah, I'm not downing it. I like Arifureta. It's cool. Azure Lane, Bremerton, Bismarck, Spy Family, 8 Pants, Attila, Bar Choice, and Bunny Girl in 5th place. 6th place, we have Modernia Biscuit, Itsuki, Himeno Aki. 7th place, we have Mushoku Tensei 8 Standby. Really haven't seen that for a minute now. Shakugan no Shana and Dengeki. This is funny because technically they're both running the same top end, but it's a loophole to get around it. You got to understand. I'm just going to pull this up here because this is just really funny to me, where this Shakugan no Shana player and this Dengeki player are running the same top end, more than likely. I just want to prove a point here. Here we go. You see this, and you see this. But because you're running one under the Dengeki name and one under the Shana name, you can end off with both with the same finisher in both decks, which is hilarious to me. But yeah, 2 different deck profiles, completely and totally same level 3 top end. I feel there should be, like, it's whatever, I guess. I'm certain there's some people who are salty about this going, wait, they're running the same deck. And it's like, no, we're not. But legally, they're not running the same deck, which is funny. Speaking of funny, 8th place, Stock Soul Bar AOT. Okay. Aqua Shion, I actually do want to look at this later. This is really cool. Modernia Biscuit, Nikkei, and that rounds out Manchester. I didn't say it at the beginning of this. 25 teams times 3 is 75 players. Really cool there. All right, moving on to Duluth. And where are they? 6th place right here. You know them. I'll get to that in a second here. 1st place, we have Lycris Recall, 8 Door, 7 Deadly Sins, Gil Thunder, and Escanor. The sun has returned. Bang Dream, Oblivionis, and Dolores. Nikkei, Modernia Biscuit, Bunny Girl, 8 Door. Free Ren. I was like, so no Free Ren. 8 Pants with the Trial Deck combo for 2nd place. 3rd place, we had Standby Muron, 8 Pants Spy Family, and Ozki Choco Hololive. Interesting there. I had to remember what this is. Why can't I think of what this is? What is PJS? I'm going to hate myself for not remembering what the hell this is. 4th place, we had Dual Laners Pachin. Like I said, I'm going to hurt myself not remembering what the hell this is. Oh, Project Sekai. It's Project Sekai 8 Standby, which we will showcase in a second here. And Bang Dream, Soyo, and Anon. 5th place, we have Oblivionis Tomori Double Rare. Hololive Watsume Marin, once again, Nikkei Modernia Biscuit. 6th place, this is the big one that I wanted to talk about. We have Bochi the Glock with Bar Door, Nikkei Modernia Biscuit, and Dow 8 Wind. And this particular team, the 6th place team right here, is the one that I just interviewed on the latest podcast episode. Please go give it a listen and go show them some love. They are base damage, they're from the base damage server, minus Nikkei buddy here. He's really cool. His name's Aquafina, really cool dude. But Dow and Nar are both from the base damage server, and I enjoyed the heck out of talking about the tournament, to how well they did. And this was the Bochi the Glock players. His name's Nar. This was his first regionals, first Weiss Schwarz regionals ever, and he got up to this, and I was so happy for him. But go check that out. And moving on, 7th place, we have Spy Family, 8 Bar Exodia, Bang Dream Exodia, and Quintuplets Exodia. Basically, when we say Exodia for any kind of deck in this, it's typically a deck that their finishing setup requires specific cards, sometimes in specific slots on the field. So it just kind of depends on the deck, kind of depends on what you're going for. But for the most part, they are all requiring specific inboards. So that's typically is referred to as the Exodia combo. 8th place, we have Ruby with the 8 Standby setup here. We have Adventure Time Standby Choice, and we have JoJo's with Poochie and Jolene. So this is the Project Sekai. What is this? So this is 8 Standby. When this card attacks, pay 1, pitch 1, burn 3, put up to 1 card from the top of your clock into your waiting room. Interesting. Huh, okay. And the other one, do I see? Okay, this isn't the Climax combo they're running, but this is a really good card. The other one is this level 1 combo. Broken Bonds is placed in your Climax area. This gets 25. And when this card's battle opponent becomes reversed, look it up to 4, add a music character amongst them to hand. Okay, cool. Interesting. Very, very cool. You'll love to see it, gamers. All right, and that is it for Duluth. We had 35 teams times 3 is 3 times 35 brain. 105 players. Very respectable. Really awesome. And I made a whole vlog for going to Duluth and everything as well. Was really fun to go. Can't wait to go to the next one. All right, moving on to the last 3. We have Philadelphia. 49 teams. Brain doing math real quick, times 3 for that is 147 players, which is really cool. Just really, really good showings at Philadelphia. As far as I know, the 6th place team here on the Duluth, they said they went to Philadelphia. They just didn't top this time, but they were happy to be able to go. So, first place, we have Bang Dream, Oblivionis, Dolores, Bochi the Glock, Door Bar, and Hololive Chloe Marin. You'll love to see it. Shout outs there. We see so much Oblivion's Dolores here. Oh my goodness. It's in the top 3. There's Oblivion's Dolores in the top 3, which is hilarious. Second place, Oblivion's Dolores, Shakugan no Shana Choice Door, and Nikkei Modernia Biscuit. I haven't seen any other real Nikkei setups. It's all been Modernia Biscuit. I mean, even in third place here, Blue Archive, I was about to say something weird. Blue Archive, Pants Choice, Modernia Biscuit, Oblivion's Dolores. Fourth place, Dual Laners Pachin. We have a Rurouni Kenshin deck here, but we don't know what the fuck they were running. Whether it was the level 3 top end from the set or from the trial deck. Maybe someone can comment down below if they know. And Overlord Door Bar. Fifth place, Oshinoko, 3 different choice triggers. Hololive Chloe Marine, Nikkei Modernia Biscuit, Bang Dream, Oblivion's Dolores, Standby Muron Slime, and Bunny Girl 8 Door. And lastly, because we don't know the last team, is in 7th place, 5th, 6th, 7th place, Ayakashi Triangle 8 Standby. I would have loved to have seen what they're running for this. Quintuplets, Miku, and Bang Dream, Oblivion's Dolores. So we don't know who the last team was, but congrats to whoever got 8th place there. Really awesome. And that is it for Philadelphia. Moving on to Melbourne, Australia. We had 20 teams. This is easy math. That is 60 players. First place, we have Door Bar Overlord. Then we have Himeno Aki Chainsaw Man and Oblivion's Tomori Bang Dream. Second place, Lycoris Recall Pants Door. Nikkei, we have a different Nikkei that's not Modernia Biscuit. Holy shit. Scarlet Dorothy. Granted, if I go down. Okay, no, we have. There's different ones. There's not Modernia Biscuit in Melbourne. Then we have Freeren 8 Pants from the trial deck to round out second place. Third place, another Oblivion's Dolores, Jean Ruby, and Ayakashi 8 Standby. I do want to look at that later. Fourth place, Chainsaw Man Himeno Aki, Oblivion's Tomori, and the Lycoris Recall 8 choice, not the 8 door. The 8 salvage one. So I also want to actually, I'm going to go ahead and pull this one. I do want to see what the choice setups for that were. That's interesting. Overlord Bar, Door Bar. We have Modernia, Scarlet, and the Doro top end. Doro memes. Macross, Venus Link. Sixth place, we have Sakura no R Nikkei. We have a completely different one altogether. I do think that's really cool. Then we have Bunny Girl 8 Door. Once again, all of these are having to follow. It's interesting how many of these there still were despite the restriction. Like, that's just saying something. And Oblivion's Tomori, the double rare from Bang Dream. Seventh place, Oblivion's Dolores. We keep seeing this. Choice Standby Dow. Interesting. Then we have Chainsaw Man Himeno Aki and Oblivion's Dolores, 8 Door Lycoris Recall, what I thought was going to be before. And now that I know it, PJS, Project Sekai, 8 bar. Really cool. Actually, we're going to give that one a little bit of a shout out too to see more Project Sekai. So what 8 choice do we have here? Then we have, okay, so Chisato and Takina, at the end of this card's attack, if you have the choice in play, you can pay 2. If you do, this gets 2k power, and it's a -3 soul on your opponent's turn. I still say that with the whole double loss thing, trying to do neg soul shenanigans is kind of, like, risky. But I mean, hey, if you got the balls for it, go for it. The other one is the level 1 combo. This card's in your level and you have another one. Okay, so what this does is just, if this is... Oh, that stacks! If Business Crisis for Cafe Lyco Rico is in your climax area, this card is in your center stage, and you have a particular... The other Chisato and Takina in your level. 1, 2, 3, 4 different cards gain choice trigger icon in all of your zones. Basically stating that those 4 particular cards will all gain the choice trigger. And if you have multiples of this Takina, that stacks. That's actually really interesting. For a top end, that's interesting. Are you just going for like the most hyper compression you possibly can with this? Because this is really interesting. If you have like maybe some effects, or like obviously if you have anything that's like twin drive, or if you have anything that does like the top check to pick which one's your trigger, you can make yourself trigger choice a whole bunch. And especially if this stacks, like for, just sake of argument here, 3 copies of this on the field, give every single one of those 3 choice. I want to say it overlaps. If I'm wrong and it doesn't stack, I'm very sorry. But I know you can, because of Nikkei stuff, I know you can make certain trigger icons stack. I know that you can do that with shot and stuff in Nikkei. So I'm assuming you can make the choice stack. Just saying, it more than likely does, which is kind of crazy. And I do like that. So theoretically, if you were to trigger one of these, they would have like one of those 4 cards up here, right here. It would have 3 instances of choice, meaning you could grab 3 cards back from waiting room, get 3 clean stock, basically, which is insane, or some combination of them if you're able to proc multiples of those, because that's 12 different cards in your deck, possibly. No. 4 times 4. It's possibly 16 cards, depending on where they are. Possibly 16 cards in your deck get choice. And multiple instances of it. Alright, so moving on to the next one. This was the 8-bar Project Sekai. Okay, cool. So let's just show off the climax combos really quick. It's not this one. Where is it? Oh, so it's like the level 1 and the level 0. So you just run like off finishers or something. So the level 1... When this attacks, if pre-show prep is in your climax area, you can discard a card, look it up to 4, choose 2 music, add them to hand. Cool. And then this Airi, when you play the climax, if you have 2 or more other music characters, look it up to 4, choose a music, add it to hand. Okay, cool. Interesting. Very cool there. We have Sevilla, Spain, and I believe this will be the last one. So 22 teams is 66 players. First place, we have Lycurus Recall, 8. Door, Overlord Door Bar, Bang Dream Taki Tomori. Second place, Ayakashi 8 Pants. Don't see that often either. Lycurus Recall, Pants Door, Nikkei Modernia Biscuits. We're back to the Modernia Biscuit shenanigans. I do see one down here I want to see. Third place, we have Slime with the Rimuru Muron, the Door Pants build. Bang Dream Oblivionus Dolores, Modernia Biscuit. Fourth place, 8 Pants Mahoka. I do want to see this one. That's so cool. Also, and you also have Perchoba. We have Persona 3 up here as well. I love that. And Tokyo Revengers, the dual laners with Pachin. Fifth place, we have Azure Lane, Parsival, Graf, and Bismarck. Overlord, Door Bar, dual laners, Tokyo Revengers. Sixth place, Modernia Biscuit, Door Bar, Bochi the Glock, and Oblivionus Tomori, Bang Dream. Seventh place, we have Bunny Girl, 8 Choice Bunny Girl. I actually want to see that as well. Bochi the Glock, Door Bar, AOT Door Choice for some reason. I'm not questioning it. I guess I am questioning it. I'm not judging it. I'm just saying interesting choice. Then we have Oshinoko, 8 Pants, Spy Family, 8 Pants, and Guilty Gear Jacko Ramlethal. Okay, so the Mahoka deck, I love this. I want to see more of this run. This is a trial deck level 1. It's an on reverse, pitch a card to search your deck for 2. And then this just lets you do different things, whether you need to burn or do negative soul, depending on what you feel is appropriate, because you can early play it. Very crazy. Interesting. Okay, cool. Very happy to see that. Thank you for making my day here. P3 Mix. Oh my goodness, I love it. I love it so much. So we're on the Thanatos top end. Oh my god, you can't read that whatsoever. Oh my, that hurts my eyeballs. It's so pretty, in person, but oh my god, that hurts my eyeballs. And they're using the Junpei level 1 combo. Interesting. It's basically just like cigarettes and gives itself extra soul. Okay, cool. If it's 2 or higher for the thing. Oh, that looks sick. They had this in there. It's one of the SPs. That looks so cool. I like that on the climax. That's really neat. And obviously they had the one Thanatos. So really cool there. Shout outs to the P3 player. Really awesome. All right, so 8 choice. What are you on with this? Hold on. So it's this level 1. Concealed Emotions. Oh, yeah. I think there was a specific setup with this. Concealed Emotions is in your climax area on attack. Look it up to 4. Choose up to 1. The Dream Left Behind or an Adolescence character added to hand. Dream Left Behind is an event that's not being run. Because that says Secret Treasure. Interesting. Then the other one is this particular Nodoka. When small gig is placed in your climax area, pay 1, pitch 1. Choose this and one of your other characters, which they both get one-time cancel burn. Or it's the Musashi cancel burn. When damage dealt by this is canceled, put the top card of your deck into a waiting room and deal X damage to your opponent. X equals the level of that card plus 1. So being able to give that to multiple characters is fair. For basically the cost of 2 resources, 2 characters get that, and you can make that stack, which is kind of nuts. So understandable. Okay, so just a neat little 8-choice setup. Okay, cool. You know, neat. More interesting than the AOT. And that is it for Sevilla, Spain. Probably said Sevilla before, but Spain. Me gusta. Anyway, no, I'm sorry, that was a horrible thing to say. Thank you so much for tuning in to this last episode of the tournament report for teams. And this rounds out the entirety of Bushiroad Summerfest 2025. We will be starting with the championship series for 2025-2026 very, very soon here. It's literally the first one is happening the weekend, like the coming up weekend of me recording this. So I'm going to try to have this out this week before that, obviously. So thank you to everyone who has tuned into this. Thank you to everyone who's commented as well, saying which regionals they've gone to, which ones that they attended, if they topped, and just everyone who commented. Thank you so much. Thank you to all the guys from the Philippines who've supplied me with the various bits of information over the multiple tournament reports that they're just like, yo, Philippines represent. We got you the pie chart breakdowns and everything. Y'all have been super fucking awesome, and I just love the enthusiasm. It's so cool. Thank you. Obviously, also all the people that I met in Duluth. Y'all are it was so fun to go. Like I said, I have a vlog for that. I plan to also vlog when we go to singles. When we go to that in, I think it's February. I'll double check the dates. We're going to that in February. I plan to vlog that as well. Also, like any of the other teams that maybe we'll try to see if we can talk about some stuff maybe for Philadelphia coming up here. I think it's Philadelphia is the one, literally the next one that we have for this coming up weekend. I'll double check in a little bit here, but that is going to be it for us. We are done with teams. I kind of want to do a breakdown of it, but since the other thing is right around the corner, I think we'll just hold off for right now. Everyone kind of knows what to expect. I feel with singles, it's going to be much more interesting considering the ban list. We're going to see not as many oddballs because that's just the nature of teams. It's going to be very interesting to try to break this down as soon as they can get the information up and everything. It also will be fewer decks that they have to like get the deck list for. So hopefully the information will be much more readily obtainable. And thank you very much to Weiss Tea Time for always posting all of this stuff. I see them showing up at the different events, like asking for the information and whatnot, at least the ones that I've been to in Duluth and whatnot, in Tampa this past year. So thank y'all very much. I've said it like 15 times at this point. We're going to sign off for now. Get ready for single tournaments. We will be talking about those very soon. Y'all stay safe and stay based.